recently took part in the Agile Confessional podcast with Giles Lindsay. This podcast explores the agile sins that people have committed in a confessional format, and for me, there have been many. I have fortunately been granted absolution for my agile sins. However, as penitence, I agreed to confess my 7 agile sins on video for all who wish to hear them. This video will cover the sin of pride. I have been guilty of committing the agile sin of being prideful. Pride is often categorised by arrogance and hubris, a belief that your own opinion or solution is more right than those that others provide. It could be a reluctance to consider alternatives because you're so certain that something you've tried before will work again. Now, I've certainly been guilty of this, particularly in my early days as a Scrum Master. I've also been guilty of being overly proud of my own accomplishments as opposed to the accomplishments of others, and I've since learned to measure my own success based on how I help others achieve great things. As an Agile coach with a consulting and self-employed background, it's often a requirement for me to be a great salesperson, to be a storyteller. You're expected to articulate your achievements, what results and outcomes you specifically have brought about, and people want to know that you can talk the talk as well as walk the walk. Some of this, of course, is circumstantial, and it's because of both the appraisal and interview process where you are asked questions that are focused on your own doings. Helping teams become more efficient, helping organizations transform and become more agile, these outcomes are expected of me in my role, but they aren't the things that I'm most proud of. The things that I'm most proud of these days are the stories that people tell me about how I've helped them. Whether that's mentoring someone through a tough time in their life, whether it's helping a budding Scrum Master secure a new role, or helping a team engage with one another on a personal level and start to enjoy their work, these are the things that drive me to continue doing what I do. How can you avoid committing the agile sin of being prideful? I definitely encourage you to learn about the power of neurodiversity. Innovation and learning for me is a consequence of neurodiversity. Try reading Rebel Ideas by Matthew Syed for more details and the science behind this. Understanding how a wealth of ideas from multiple sources and healthy conflict in combination can both improve yourself and others. Rely on data over gut instinct or previous knowledge. Try and seek data to support your assertions, and don't allow yourself to become the dangerous cousin to the hippo, the highest paid person in the room, to become the zebra, someone who has zero evidence but is really arrogant. And lastly, measure your success by how well you help others. Turn that mirror inwardly and seek feedback from the teams you work with. Ask them how you can serve them better. The next Agile Sin video I will be sharing is the sin of being envious. Don't stop believing, folks.